What's going on, y'all? It's Najee here with Blended Talk again, where we talk about how men navigate through blended families. So today I'm here talking about another sensitive topic on men and how men go silent. And of course, this is related to blended families, but again, all families can relate to this. All men, I think, in all families can relate, but I want to talk about it specifically in blended families because in blended families, men can go silent because sometimes the roles just aren't that clear. You know, Clarity may not be clear, and sometimes you just may be in a little bit of a confusion. So sometimes you may go silent, and that doesn't mean that you checked out or that you don't care. Sometimes I think it may be perceived that way, but that's not the case at all. So a lot of times, men can stay silent because that keeps the ball rolling at home. Um, Sometimes when us men tend to speak up, that can cause a little bit of tension in the house, cause some friction. Of course, when you're not in agreement with your partner or spouse, when they're not in agreement with what you're trying to lay down, that can cause friction, a little turmoil, and all in all, just not good. So men can sometimes, I would say, go silent and in avoidance to dealing with the friction, kind of keeps things moving, keeps things rolling smooth. Um, Maybe in the back of your mind, probably be knowing that whatever it is you're staying silent about does need to be addressed. Um, Knowing that it's probably never going to change unless you address it, or unless it turns into a bigger problem, and then now uh, now you have no other choice but to address it. So, which you know it was come to, and maybe you may be trying to prevent that in the first place. So, which can be frustrating, and also, I would say that's a reason men go silent. Um, Another reason I think men could go silent is because they may feel as if they have responsibility with no authority. Um, and responsibility with no authority, it's not a good feeling, I would say. Um, and I don't think any man can just easily navigate through a situation such as that, where a man feels that he has responsibility to a child, um, but no authority. So, and that again, I would believe would cause a man to be silent and kind of sit back and you know let the dominoes fall how they fall. Um, so if that's you, if you've been a man that have went silent, it don't mean that you checked out or that you don't care. It just mean that you protecting, I would say, the mental fortitude, your mental fortitude, and while also still trying to maintain a smooth rolling house, keeping everything still rolling. Um, so don't feel as if because you're being silent and not being outspoken that that you've tapped out or that you have given up, because that's not the case at all. So again, if that's you, this is where we make put the language to the experiences, and that's what we're here for on Blended Talk. Again, here for the men that's navigating through the blended families, and I would say women too as well. Um, but again, I do this for the men in blended families, struggle with the blended families. That's what we do here on Blended Talk. We have real conversations. So you guys stay tuned for some more interviews coming soon. It's been a nice year in 2025. So in 2026, I'm sure we're going to do some big things on this podcast. So again, you guys stay tuned and like, share, and subscribe and follow for more. Appreciate y'all.